Hello, viewers. Welcome to another edition of Football Discussion Daily. I'm your host, CGO. Please, this video will be released on Thursday, June 11. Please endeavor to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on our social media platforms, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. Please do that. We really appreciate that a lot so that you can encourage us and support us on this podcast. Uh, in the news today, we have Portugal playing their last warm-up game ahead of the World Cup. Today, they played against the Nigerian Super Eagles, and the game ended 2-1 in favor of Portugal. Pedro Neto gave the Portuguese the lead in the 23rd minute, courtesy of an assist from Dalot. And then 37th minute, Nigeria was able to get the equalizer through Akko Adams, courtesy of an assist from Dele Bashiru. And then in the second half of the game, Francisco Conceição was able to give Portugal victory when he scored the second goal of the game. So it ended 2-1 in favor of Portugal. And then England also played their last warm-up game ahead of the World Cup as they defeated Costa Rica 3-0. Declan Rice gave them the lead in the 9th minute, and then in the 68th minute, Anthony Gordon scored a spot kick to make it 2-0. And then in the 87th minute, Oli Watkins scored the third goal. So the game ended 3-0 in favor of England. Algeria also played their last warm-up game ahead of the World Cup as they defeated a South American team, Bolivia, 4-0. So everybody is now looking forward to the World Cup because the World Cup will begin on Thursday, June 11. And the opening match is in Group A, the match between co-host nation Mexico against South Africa. South Africa, they call them the Bafana Bafana. Yes, they'll be playing against the Mexican team at the Estadio Azteca in Mexico City. It promises to be an interesting encounter. The stadium has a capacity of 87,523, and it is the largest stadium in Latin America and the 8th largest association football stadium in the world. Now, the center referee for that game is going to be a referee from Brazil. They call him Wilton Sampaio. He's going to be the center referee for this game. He will be the one officiating this match, and it's going to be very, very interesting. So, Mexico is being tutored by the man they call Javier Aguirre. So he's expected to field a team that will be able to get victory for the Mexican team in tomorrow's opening match. And players to look out for in the Mexican team will be looking forward to see a player like Raúl Jiménez. Remember, Raúl Jiménez plays for Fulham, but as it is now, there are news that he'll be joining Wolves because it seems his contract as Fulham has ended. We'll also see players like Alexi Vega playing for Mexico in this game, and then we'll also have Roberto Alvarado also playing for Mexico. These are their forward players, players we hope to see in the game against South Africa. And then in the midfield, we should have a player like Gilberto Mora, Edson Alvarez, who is the captain of the team. We all know Edson Alvarez plays for West Ham United. And then in the midfield, we should also have Alvaro Fidalgo also playing for Mexico. In their defense, players like Israel Reyes will most likely be in the starting lineup. And then we should have Cesar Montes, players like Johan Vasquez and Jesus Golado playing. Most likely to be in goal is going to be Rahul Tala Rangel is likely to be in goal in that game. So Mexico will most likely play tactical formation of 4-3-3. And therefore the South Africans, South Africa is being tutored by Hugo Bruce. He is the one who is in charge of this team and will be having Rowan Williams, who is the captain of the team, being in goal. He's one of the best goalkeeper we have in Africa. And then in their defense will be seen players like Kuliso Mudau in the heart of defense. Players like CBC will also be played. Ime Okon will likely be in the starting lineup of the South Africa. And then Hubre Modiba will most likely play. And then in their defensive midfield, we should have Toboho Mukwena and then Sitole also in the defensive midfield of the South African team. And then the uh, players that will be playing in the attack will most likely be the man they called Lil Foster. He will be the center forward for the South African team. Remember, he plays for Burnley in the English Premier League. Most likely, we'll be having in the attacking midfield, and then maybe the wingers will likely see a player like Tapelo Morena and then Oswin Apolis playing in that area. And then Elias Mokwana are also playing in that position. So South Africa will most likely play a tactical formation of 4-2-3-1. That's what we'll likely see tomorrow. Both sides have met, I think, on 4 occasions, and Mexico won 2, and South Africa won 1, and then they played a draw. Mexico has an edge over South Africa so far this game is concerned because they are playing at home. Their supporters will be solidly behind them. The Mexican team is a very good side. Most likely, I see them getting victory in this game because South Africa, I don't know how they are going to stand the massive support that the Mexicans will get in this encounter. So it's not going to be an easy game for either of both sides, but I see Mexico coming out victorious in this encounter. So it's going to be a Mexico victory in the opening game. So we move to the next game, which is going to be the game between South Korea and Czech Republic. South Korea, I think they've met Czech Republic on 4 occasions. And on those 4 occasions, I think each of both sides have won 1 game each and then played 2 draws. So it's going to be a very, very tight game. Those 4 times they met, they were in friendly games. Both sides have never met in any competitive competition before. This is going to be the first time they will be playing each other in a very competitive competition. And that game is going to be played at the Estadio Akron in Guadalajara, and the capacity of this stadium is 49,813. So that's what the capacity is. So for South Korea, this is going to be a very big test for them. The center referee for this game is an Egyptian referee, whose name is Amin Omar. He's the one that will be officiating this game between South Korea and Czech Republic. South Korea, they are known for playing a 3-4-2-1 tactical formation. Sometimes they play tactical formation of 4-2-3-1, but what they play most times is tactical formation of 3-4-2-1. And that's what we might likely see tomorrow. They have their captain, who is Son Heung-min. who will be there to lead the attack for the South Koreans in this encounter. And we must also not forget about Bayern Munich's Kim Min-jae, who will be there to marshal the defense in this encounter. It's going to really be an interesting match between both sides. Czech Republic also have very important players in their squad. We must not forget about Patrick Schick, who plays for Bayer Leverkusen. He will be the one to lead the attack of the Czech team in this encounter. And then in the midfield, we'll have a player like Vladimir Kofa, who will also be playing. And then we must not forget about Thomas Suchek, who plays for West Ham United. These are the players we'll likely see play in tomorrow's encounter. It's going to really be a very interesting game for both sides. But looking at the pedigree of South Korea, you can never underestimate, you can never write them off. They know how to spring surprises. It's not an easy team to play against. Czech Republic is really going to face a very tough encounter against the South Koreans. For me, if I'm to make a prediction, I foresee a situation where South Korea will most likely come out victorious. It's either a South Korean win or it will end in a draw. That is what I foresee in the game between South Korea and the Czech Republic. I don't know what you think. If you have your own prediction to give regarding the games scheduled for Thursday, June 11. Please, it would be nice if you can share your prediction with us on this on the comment section. Tell us, who do you think is going to win between Mexico against South Africa, and then also give us a prediction of who is going to win the game between South Korea and Czech Republic in the Group A games scheduled for Thursday, June 11. Please share your thoughts with us, share your prediction with us. I look forward to get all your thoughts. Have a wonderful time. Bye for now.